Hello, good morning. I'm getting ready. I was actually trying to capture something here. I need to put on my Bluetooth because I'm moving around. Give me just a moment. I guess we'll proceed with what we had in mind. But we have to be cautious because, again, there's people that apparently have mental, social, and monetary problems. I guess they think it's ours too. I don't know. But, we're just having fun. All right, this earpiece is low, so I need to look for the other one. A lot of people struggling with mental health and self-esteem, and I don't babysit. Hi. Nobody babysits me. Nobody babysits me. All right, let's do it. Give me a moment. All right. Where is... Hello, everybody. We're having fun. So, little baby broke my phone holder, so that's good. We'll try to not stand up. Let's see why this isn't working. That is working yesterday. There. Wow. Maybe headed the wrong way. Hi. James, hello. Arabian or Arabic people, hi. Where are my glasses? I cannot be sitting on them. Absolutely not. Oh, here we go. So, hello everybody. Welcome to the team. Get your magnifying glasses, Charles. Okay. We got some work to do. Okay. So, Daily Divine Guidance 9774. We talk about God, we talk about resources, we talk about solutions, answers, Bible. We need a hero. We got God, but we're going to get a team, okay? Barnaby Jones may even step in. So, let's get going. I started a story that was online that I found hilarious. I was laughing, but the truth is crime happens all around the world because of situations where people don't have control of boundaries. Now, there's a lot of moving parts here. I want you to stay with me. Go ahead, like, share, subscribe. You can even shop here. They got products. You know what body wash does. You know what perfume and cologne does. Do you really need me to put it on till y'all smell? Go and buy the stuff you need for your upkeep, okay? Like this chain here. It's not the same one that they would have naturally, but I have accessories if you want to look fabulous on the camera. You go to the link that says AVON, and you buy your accessories and you get on here and you look cute. Now, if you have a man or a woman, you get on here and you smell cute. Got it? If you are ready to go to bed or go out, we have body wash. You know what body wash is? And we have things that are very concentrated for your skin. So you don't have those little things. So you don't be ashy, some of us. Okay? If you have blemishes and scars, it helps you remove them. Got it? All right. Okay. AVON is in the links. If you'd like to donate, feel free. Welcome, everybody. Darby, hi. Yep, Derby. Might need to give me a good grand second. All right. So we have our magnifying glass. We were working on a story yesterday. I don't know what I titled it if I did. And it basically involves crime, naturally. Now let me get my little magnifying glass here and look at some stuff because I was writing, got strange, and I want to see something here. So pardon me. Okay. So we had 2 stories, but it's a lot more. Let's have fun. The links to these are in a previous video. I may link it to this. But one was about a husband that was cheating. He had some lubricant in his car carelessly under the seat. The wife was cleaning out the car, I believe. And she swapped the lubricant for glue. Sexual lubricant. Yeah. Let me make sure. Yeah. That's what her did. She did. She swapped out. And don't get no ideas now. Disclaimer. We're not here to give you ideas. These are crimes. You don't put glue on a man's skin. That's a very sensitive spot. Because you're mad he's sharing his chocolate with other people. Or his vanilla, whatever. It's strictly for baby making. It's not for peacekeeping. It's not. I mean, you can keep the peace if you keep it where it should be, but nobody is a slave. No one is a property. So I've heard elders speak before, but one sticks out the most. If that person wants to share their stuff with everybody or anybody else other than you, do not hit that girl, that guy. Exactly. You're not a ding-ding detective. All right? You don't prosecute the ding-ding because it wasn't on your ring. Don't do that. I know it's upsetting, but no one's property. Oh, you're trying to escape? I'll cut your foot off. I'll cut your ding-ding off. You want to be with her? We'll stick with her permanently. Oh, by the way, the firefighters had to come and pull them apart. Yeah. So, the characters here was Julian, the husband. There was a private eye that was brought in at some point, which could be Mr. Thomas. Let's just mix it up. We're going to rewrite this because I don't know. I'm trying to put the puzzle together. Oh boy, this is could be real life. So we got to be cautious. We're not trying to have problems. Okay? Absolutely not. I may need to change my Bluetooth, or maybe you guys can hear me very well. I don't know. I'm going to bring it closer. Okay? Why? Because I want to see ya. Okay. So, looking over here. I hate to do this. But that's real old school, and it was with the smaller ones. We got these big old magnifying glasses now. Yeah, so we can see things. Evidence, fibers, discolorations. So, oh boy. I think it's our time to find our other Bluetooth. Where did we throw it? One moment. Oh, there's the. It's at 40%, and it keeps saying, please charge. They're not interested. So we're going to put this one in here. Wow, we have 3 of these. I didn't even notice. I hadn't paid attention. This one doesn't have a little ear thing on it, but we'll survive. And I believe you guys can hear me. Let's see. Hold on. Which one is this? Somebody zailed me something? Oh, sugar. Oh, I got some money. Let's see what we can get into, but we need some stuff. So again, these could be real people. I don't know. I found this online, guys. And do I need to charge the phone? We don't want the phone to go up. Ooh, 3%. Are you serious? Good morning. Yeah, we're gonna have to. So we're gonna have to. Well, heaven just gave me a blessing. Oh God, I'll tell you. I don't know if you can see me from here. I don't think you need to. Now, welcome, guys. We're just having fun. We found the story online. I believe we put the link in the previous video. Having too much fun. Hopefully you can hear me. Let me know. I don't know why you can't see me. The phone did fall. Yeah, it fell and now it's not able to. Oh, maybe the camera went out. Hold on. Maybe the camera went out. No, it's there. Yeah. But I can't see you guys. Can't see me. I can see the oh, there we go. So we're not going to do this yet, and I'm not sure. I hope I didn't crack my camera. Oh sugar. For those that know Barnaby Jones, we're going to leave it here. But you can't see me. I hope I did not break my camera on this phone. Let's see. Get the back one. Oh, stop switching to the camera at all. Anyway, let's just keep going. Barnaby Jones is a character from, I believe, the 80s. He was a detective. All right, so in this story, we originally had. Now, again, these are fictional characters as far as I know. I don't know these people, okay? The phone is on charge. Hopefully you can hear me. No one is saying, no, we can't. Welcome to the chat. Feel free to clown around out there or just have fun and chime in. Again, you can go to my shop on the link. You can donate to the channel for support. But what are we doing here? We're basically like when you're in a church, sometimes you are a leader, or if you're a part of a church and things happen in the church, and then you have to go through litigations, or your group is, or it's an organized church crime group. Hey, hello. And sometimes things will arise where people get under the radar of who? The community and the government. And sometimes characters come out, even in the Bible, but these are real situations. Sometimes you have to be under investigation. Sometimes you have to be under review. Even as a church, if you're having funds for different programs or different things, and taking donations, things of that nature, naturally you can be reviewed or audited by the government, okay, for your transactions. It's always probably been this way, but you cannot commingle your personal funds with business or church funds. I believe I'm correct there. And if you are sitting on government funds in your personal account, or you're using it for your personal endeavors such as gang stalking or something weird like that, naturally you're on their radar. Now, you may have a city government that does not recognize or reprimand or sniff behind these churches or organizations. But sometimes when things happen, things trigger things. Now, I don't know. Again, these seem fictional, these characters. I don't know. But whenever I'm online, you'll hear noise like that. Let me let the window down. Because they love me. And I know it's summer and the world doesn't evolve around me. But hold up. I know it doesn't. Now, the characters here, I'm going to switch it up a little bit because it's just fun. We're doing an investigation. We got Snoopy on the thing, Thelma, all of them. Okay, so these are my angels. So again, this is a story where two stories came up. Could be someone's connected. So we're trying to put it together. So I was sitting here and something came to me, and I'm just going to throw it out, see what the team says. So again, there's Mr. Thomas, which is the PI. Oh Lord, I said private eye. IYE, same thing. Private EYE. Or PI, whichever doesn't matter. Okay. Then you have Allison, which is the daughter-in-law, guess of the husband and wife. Somebody's daughter-in-law. Okay, the wife is Mrs. Robinson. Okay. We need photos, don't we? And then we have, we'll get into all that. Daniel, which is probably the son and the husband to Allison, maybe. Oh, Lord. All right, so you have 5 characters here. Oh, Julian's who I'm missing. Yo, Julian. He's the husband of Mrs. Robinson. Right? I could order this better, but let's play the game. All right. So, supposedly Allison has a dog. I guess. This is an assumption. Let's put that. ASSUM. Okay? All right. Hold on. Oh, yeah. Daniel is the son. We may change his name. I don't know anybody. Well, I don't know none of the people, actually. But Daniel is such a weird name to me. He's like, who's that? So white, man. It's weird. So, there's another story here that seems to be connected. Oh, Lord, this is so... I could tell from yesterday, I'm thinking this is a lot of mentally ill people with some incest issues that are very unresolved. And it's just results in a lot of crime. Like, these are people that absolutely probably do not know how to mind their own business and just take care of themselves. They're always trying to level up money for some type of crime. Excuse me. Hopefully you guys can hear me again. Um, so again, there's another storyline. This first one was I swapped. Feel free to chime in. My cheating husband's lube for glue. And the fighters had to pull them apart. Now, you know that this is fictional because if people are glued together by glue, stuck together by glue, firefighters cannot handle that matter. That is not a water them down situation. This is not Elmer's glue. Most likely, I believe it was said to be industrial. Now, I love to laugh here, but I've met these people and they've been, well, I guess I can't say I met them, but somebody's met up with me and got whooping my butt. So I'm not going to laugh a lot. But this is hilarious if someone was actually, let's get to it. Okay, so you have these characters here. This is the storyline. I swapped my cheating husband's lube for glue, and the firefighter had to pull them apart. Mr. Thomas is the private eye. Allison is the daughter-in-law with the possible dog. I don't know. Let's take the dog out. We don't know. Mrs. Robinson is the wife. Daniel is the son. Or the husband to Allison, maybe. And Julian. Oh, Allison could be the daughter-in-law of, because they didn't give who was who. So let's take that out. We don't know if she's the daughter-in-law. Oh, okay. She's the daughter-in-law, but who is her husband is a good question. That's what we don't know. We're assuming here. We don't know. Shoot. All right. So Mrs. Robinson, Allison, Mr. Thomas, private eye. They did say Allison is the daughter-in-law, and Daniel is the son. Did it say that? Somebody's son. Again, we don't know. Julian is the husband of Mrs. Robinson. Assumption. All right. So there's another group here that says somebody cheated on the wrong woman. All right. Because, see, this lady up here, Mrs. Robinson, seems to have a full family dynamic, which doesn't take away from the lady who cheated, the man who cheated on the wrong woman. And basically, same scenario, they ended up being stuck like dogs, stuck together. So, it's not funny, but it's funny. I hope you guys can hear me. Two different stories, same storyline. I'm putting the meat to the bones. All right. So, in my head, what I got was, I need to write this stuff down. I get it in my head. All right. And again, we don't know these people. We're not assuming anything. This is just what we saw online, and we're playing our snooping games, Barnaby Jones games, our Scooby-Doo games. Okay. Long story short, in both stories, there's a man who's glued to a woman. They have to be separated. They're embarrassed. They're both cheating on someone. Originally, somebody thought or was told that it was somebody like my little self. I'm just saying, for an example, I'm supposed to be the hidden figure that's hunching on somebody's husband. I'm trying to think, who is this lady that's this crazy? Because whoever this is, somebody's crazy. There's several crazy people here. These people are mentally unhinged. And I'm going to say this again. Say if you are a chick and you have, it doesn't matter who, but you're constantly going to have sex with somebody. And say whoever you're married to finds out. Would you enjoy him sticking something inside of you to... Okay, so you got a hitman somewhere. You have, which is what I'm getting. Whoever this is, they're going to be the ones to end up with their cucaracha messed up. And they're not going to be able to find anybody. And I think it's going to be because of some type of retaliation or just some bad behavior. No discipline. Because somebody's crazy here. Somebody's absolutely nuts. And I'll say this again. As much as you want to be a detective to some ding-a-ling, for real. Once you find out that someone is cheating, it's best you take your little dry head self somewhere and just heal and find someone else. But for you to feel like you're going to harm someone else over some, and this is what people are going to think. This is how stupid it is. There's not enough cotton and linen for you to ruin somebody's life because of cheating. And I'm not sure why this is such a devilish first mind of response to people. It's kind of like, I told you to fix this drawer. You didn't fix it. Okay, so I'm just going to shoot you every time in the foot. Like, this is so drastic that you would go. And it sounds funny because you don't know if this lady pulled the skin off of this man and part of his skin is still in her, if he lost his little ding-ding, or, you don't know. Did it have to be cut off? And then she's back like a clump or... Red Fruscia laughing. Hell. Oh, Lord. And somebody knew all of this. So this is what I was thinking. All right. So he cheated on the wrong one. So whoever, the wrong woman. All right. So in this case, this woman, and see, the people, I don't see people working. I don't see people going out. But this lady over here in the second story, it says she was a hardworking woman. She had a business. She would go out every day. But before she lived, she'd always fix her husband his favorite food. This first lady says, I haven't had sex with my husband in years. Why are you married to him? Maybe she has money or something. But the second one seems like she has a business. I think this is a story where the lady had known him since childhood or something, high school, something. But this lady was the one that was, again, she worked all the time. She had her own business or something. I think he worked too. I'm not sure. You have to look at the video. I think I put it in the last video. And she would go out every day and she would cook him only liver, the food. He only wanted chicken. I think it was beef liver and something else. Little pig. Chicken, beef, and turkey liver, pig liver, something. Maybe that was it, pig liver. Every day, all the time. Okay? So she'd go to work, she'll make sure he was fed, or whatever else. And then she'll go. And one day she noticed that while she was at work, she called back, and he said there was a woman there. She was bringing the mail over. Went to the wrong mailbox. So she carried out her day as she always did. As always. But this day she parked down the street and she watched a few times. All right. Now remember, whatever this man is doing is not what whoever everybody thinks. Okay. So I'm going to think this is a family dynamic. I don't know if you guys can see me, but I keep seeing somebody look at the camera, and by the time I look back up at the camera, they pop off. Keep in mind, guys, when you're watching these videos, make sure you take a snapshot of what channel it is, because sometimes you get tossed out of the chat and you might be looking for the person. You might even subscribe and get unsubscribed. Make sure you can go back and type in that person's handle or channel name so you can find them again. Okay? And maybe resubscribe. Because somebody's goofy. I think they're throwing you guys out the chat, whoever it is. Because they don't want you to hear what I'm saying. But it's fun. It's dangerous, but it's fun because I don't know who these people are. And again, you get people with mental problems or they're guilty about something. And they swear you're talking about them, but you don't even know these people. You don't know their activity. There's no way you know what they're doing every day, all day. Only God can reveal that. Now, so she watched this guy. This is the second story from her house. She calls back, and again, there's a woman there, and he swears, oh, it was a piece of mail at the wrong address, and the lady just was nice enough to bring it over here. So she's like, oh, okay, great. Carries out her days as usual. She go and parks down the street. She enters the house. Say there's a bright, light-skinned lady. Now, I don't know who this is. I'm going to assume, again, I think these are incest people. They know each other. They kind of know who's who, but they're getting older now, and they're trying to assign people to themselves that are related to them. Oh, I've known my cousin, my brother, since I was 3. We went to high school together. We had fun together, and we got married. Nobody knows we're related, so we carry out our lives out there. Everybody in our family knows we're related. People on the outside don't know. What they gonna do? Whoop us? We cool. So again, when you get older, you start to, I guess, amongst women. Oh, he's with me. I'm gonna take him. You take him. You take. Or they had a little inside battles. I don't know, but it seems like there's something strange in this group. I don't know these people from Adam. So it's a bright light-skinned lady. They call her Red, I think. High yellow, something crazy. Red bone, high yellow. Anyway. And this lady, I think she's the one that has the dog. Right? So he's cheating with this lady that comes over after the wife leaves, or the long-term baby mama / sister / cousin / aunt / niece. Oh, it could be an aunt. This might be the aunt here. Okay, let's just say this is an aunt of this guy. Maybe it's the aunt's daughter. Ooh, somebody. So that's a cousin. Maybe not by blood. But again, the Bible tells you, if you have kids, what does that look like? This is your aunt's daughter, but it's not your dad's or uncle's child or something. So you swinging with them to all these events together, or in the background doing stuff nobody knows about. And this person could be a bit younger than you, like 20 years. All right. Yeah. Maybe 30 years. Ooh, maybe it's a teenager. Now, whoever this is, yeah, it could be a teenager. I'm just saying. Something's wacky here. However, the lady goes to work. She sees this lady coming in and out with the dog. Okay. That's what the story says. You can see the links in the other video. Maybe I need to put the second one in because it was 2 stories. So this lady is dipping in this lady's house with this guy. Now, again, I think they're all related personally. So there you have it. That's crazy in itself. There's no loyalty here. There's no mental health here. All right. So there are no boundaries. Nowhere. Piece of paper doesn't make your sister or your auntie or your cousin loyal. These people are not in their right minds. Personally. I don't know them. I don't even know if they're related. This is something we're just putting together here. Okay. So she goes to work. She sees this. She doesn't say anything. She keeps going to work. She got evidence for herself that this lady comes in for about an hour at a time. Man comes out looking disheveled, and she watches the lady walk away or whatever they do. One day, she retrieves this lady's dog. Now, this could be a person that's just saying dog to be nice. Okay. Whoever this is. Because they could be saying this is you, somebody. Ah. And this could be your child instead of a dog. This is real life. I live in Chicago. People are not in their right minds. I'm not sure why we don't have mental health facilities. I'm not sure why people don't check themselves. I guess we all crazy. And it's like, well, if I put you in there, I got to go too because I know I'm just as crazy as you. Right. Maybe that's it. And these people be having good old jobs. Ooh, they be at the door barking. And it's like, I know, y'all. I know you lying. I know you're lying. This cannot be the head of this. Head be looking like a dog. I'm just saying. I'm being quiet. So again, some of these people will go and get surgery with somebody they stole. Oh, your child, your dog. Your child look like a dog. Or your dog look like. You see, you got to be very careful because people are really mentally ill out here. And I'm not sure why nobody put them away yet. So serious. It's really sad. It's real. Now, I swapped my cheating husband's lube for glue. And there you go. So in this second story, there's a glue story. There's a common thread. And I'm trying to link it because I'm fun. Now I have my magnifying glass here. And I just want to play with Barnaby Jones and who? The Scooby-Doo crew. I cannot make it up. I love it. All right. Stay with me. All right. We're snooping around. And the internet having fun with the story because there was no names, there was no links. But I see a connection or I'm putting it together because it's so closely coordinated. And again, it could be very funny because you thought it was something else. You thought it was where it said somebody's going to be stuck. You're thinking they're going to be stuck because, maybe somebody got pregnant or somebody put some glue on something just to be mischievous, to find out who's who or to retaliate. But there's two stories here. So I'm going to say one person in one household took this tip because they could be related. It could be mother and daughter here. It could be an aunt and a niece. Some family members. One knew that the husband was cheating. This could be like a church group, like a coven. Again, there's a lot of crime I could tell right now. There's probably a crime family here that do a lot of different things. Churches, clubs, even on their jobs, they're a little shady. People don't catch up because generally humans are crime-ridden. That's why I don't fit into a lot of places. It's a machine. Crime generally runs without feelings. Ding dong. Well, it has feelings, but it runs on hot a lot. Crime, people just escalating for no reason. They just felt like they could. So I can see what a crime. Listen, this is so big, I can't even talk about it because I might come up missing. So we're going to keep it to these little characters here. This is, okay, let me just get off now because basically somebody knew that the husband was cheating with the daughter-in-law, which could very well be several people. If they're saying Julian, which is the husband, who the hell? Excuse me, that name sounds familiar. Okay, now we're gonna get offline because all right. We're gonna get offline because it's too much like real life. Yeah, I can go into a lot of details. I'm not. This is crazy. Yeah, I'm going to mind my business because, again, this was a guy that was 14 when he heard the one story. So he said, hell no. Listen, hold on. Okay, yeah, we're going to postpone this investigation until further notice. Sham. Yeah. Okay. I want to use profanity. I'm gonna mind my business here. Jam. Yeah. Okay, guys. We're gonna pick up in a few minutes, maybe on something else because Real life is stranger than fiction. I mean, it's crazy if you've met these people. And you, yeah, but you didn't, did you? You couldn't have. These are online internet stories. As old as you are at 51, and you've worked on some jobs back in 2011, 12, 10. You didn't even know people, right? Yeah, you did. All right, now. These are what, coworkers? Ooh. Are they? Could they be? Okay. And if someone was 14 at the time and they're in their 20s or 30s, see, goofy. 26. You know what? And they're telling the story of how this be. Yeah. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Telling you how you got involved in some showcase shenanigans from showcase shenanigans, God. Oh, God. But you ain't got shit to do with. That somebody came after you because of all this cheating, huh? And there's just a whole bunch of hoes and pimps out here trying to come up on other people. And they got a whole bunch of people involved. Post office, cable, people with land and property, and clubs, and what can happen in 20 to 50 years. I tell you, and it's just a snowball handful of the TV show, shit show here. Excuse my language. Yeah, that's what it is. Can't make it up. If people were already pursuing you, and you know it's true since you were a kid, for real, you know. And these people linked up with these folks and a whole nother batch of folks and people in between that's just sitting and watching like spectators, listening to the lies because they're benefiting. Then this is the show that's dancing off the hook and causing problems. This is the shit show. Excuse my language. But for real, it's real life because if someone's being injured or kids are being killed for no reason because these people are hunching each other. And they're saying it's you the one that's sneaking around and they got the wife that's got the mental problem. And she's the one that's going around with the military connections and the housing connections and the disconnections and that connections because she was 60, 70, 80 and she still know how to throw that thing in a circle and she got kids that know how to do it if she don't. Which are the ones that's running around doing all this chaos right here. Sitting around with the relatives. And they're saying, no, it's her. She's the one that's doing it. And then sent in your crazy boyfriend slash ex-husband to come and check it out. He know who he dipping with, and he the one that's dipping with folks. Or he knows who's doing what. But he's siding with the family. His family. Their family. Instead of protecting you, he trying to protect the hoe because he the one that dips with the hoe. See that? Father, but the hoe is dipping with the, somebody here. You know, something's weird. Something's weird here. Hold on. Hold on now. Hold on. All right. Ouch. Something's not right. It's like the ages are off here too. Something but the ages. With the ages. All right. So these two. Again, if I'm 50, these people are not far behind me. Or older. And I'm not comparing myself to people that I've met or know. I'm just saying with these characters, it seems like something is a little off here. The age is like maybe somebody married somebody that was not much older, but maybe more mature or advanced than them. That's what makes this person look. All right, I need to be careful because somebody's weird. It's a weird group. It's a weird group. Okay, so I just told a friend, you need to be careful. He'll be 50th this year, just made 58, 59 and a half. I told him, be cautious because very well, if you work in Chicago, there are women out here that can work on your job and they'll keep that job because what they do is they're to go out and befriend men that are, and it can take them 10, 12 years, I don't care. waiting for you to get to your retirement age, or you talking about it because you like the person and you're telling them stuff. You might want to put their names on stuff. But the truth is, as soon as you hit that 59 and a half or something, you'll probably come up real sick, land on your back, and that person be partying in your house with your stuff. And you won't be able to do nothing about it because nobody told you. But I told you, pay attention. They're on good behavior right now. And they probably know a lot of cops. They probably know a lot of this, that, and the other. They probably got cameras in the house. You don't know. And you're sitting there all lovey-dove. And they probably got you off surveillance and ready to lay down and relax while I take your money back to the layer where the demons play. See, you have to like, oh, she told me what the ticker. They be like, F that ticker. You got your money, dear. See, don't listen. And I was like, so let me just stay. And he was like, you just trying to get in. See, that's the thing. That's what gets people. You just trying to get in my house. See, they're inconveniencing me so that I cannot be appealing to the dumb men that have picked up the Jezebel spirit. Well, if you ain't got no job and you ain't got no car, then, I can't really deal with you. And it's like, oh, so you going to go mess with the hoe that can keep a car and a job and all that and then rob you when at the appointed time your money comes in. That makes a lot of sense instead of just like good old everyday people. But that's the atmosphere. And these are the men that probably come up real sick, trying to date, and women just be doing them up, either keeping them drunk, keeping them sick, or keeping them discombobulated from their money. Because if you get a person to a certain point, they can't really function for themselves, and you will tell it, and it'll be evidence. And somehow these crooked situations, people take control of your lives. And you can't tell people nothing. You trying to tell people they blocked you. Look at these 3 people. Other people got thousands of people watching them. They're going to get 3. I'm not discouraged. This is my job God gave me to tell people. Make sure you're checking your recipients, the people on your documents for your beneficiaries. Because people switch their stuff, they put themselves on your stuff, and if you're not paying attention, because they're running you around in circles. Sometimes people die and leave it to people that died before them. Where does that go? And then it doesn't go to the kids or the families, when they pass. Somebody else got it. And you wondering, dang, that person worked all that time and I didn't get nothing because nobody's paying attention. You got to pay attention. You got to keep your stuff updated. And you got to pray over it because you can do all of that. And these people have arranged accounts and things to where, like, even with the 401ks, we've left several jobs. And we did invest into some of those jobs that we were vested in. And then when you leave, you don't really think about it. And instead of these people saying, hey, here's your money or something like that, they'll throw you some little $900 like that's going to change your life. You've been there 2-3 years. And you would have been longer. But again, you got all these crime folks working at these jobs, dictating who they like and don't like. And you got the cartel mama and cousins working there, stalking you. By the way, if you put your resumes online for the job places and you've noticed a couple of hiccups around the house, we need you guys to stop putting your address on that. When you fill out your application, that's when you put your address there. And if you can't use a dummy number, like a Google number, Google Voice number for your calls, because if people have your real number, they sometimes can hack your phone if they know people that work in law enforcement or NSA or something weird. Okay, people know how to hack accounts. Or they know people that can do stuff. I'm just saying, don't put your address online inside of on your resume. I know some people get offended about that. But again, if you have an ex-employer that stalks you, literally, because you probably got them fired or reprimanded for stealing bonuses or something, and then you were tied up to people that work at that same job that have other mental issues or personal issues, again, incest, weirdoism, dingling, detectives, who he's sleeping with. We got to watch that person. All that will stop you and get left the job. They're still watching you because someone said you were the one cheating somewhere or doing something you weren't supposed to do to somebody's wife that got these connections. It's weird. To the mob, cartel, something. And they got the cartel watching you and your kids and jacking y'all up when it's really these hoes over here doing something. See? You got to pay attention. Don't put your address on your resumes. Do not put your address on your resumes, because if the employers or the people that you fire still have access to those types of accounts for Indeed or building career builder, whatever, they'll see your address come up and they can send those folks to come get on your nerve. Now they could still find you, but don't broadcast it on your resume. If they need, again, if they want to hire you, you very easily post your address and your email and your phone number for security purposes. Because just because a person runs a business or they're the boss doesn't mean they're good people. Doesn't mean that they don't have connections to bad people. Okay? So just be safe. If you know you've been stalked or something like that, don't post your address on your resume. Your address, your phone number, email. Don't post those things. Just put your name and whatever else, but you don't have to post your personal information until you fill out the application. It's a legitimate job and they're actually looking to hire you, and go from there. Although they can still do it, because when you fill out the application, they can easily pull it online. But let them go through that process. Let them go harass human resources. Let them go and do whatever. Because, again, if they're not working and they're just looking for your address to come and send the cartel cousins or somebody, mob cousins or mafia cousins, you want to be safe. So don't put your address, your phone number, or email on there. How can they contact me? Well, if it's Indeed, they can send you a message through Messenger on Indeed. Or they can say, hey, are you interested? Or they can send you an email through the service saying, through the, Indeed service saying that they're interested and they want to offer you an interview. Be careful. Again, you don't know, if these are legitimate, not to pray, because people do come up missing, especially I heard in Georgia. They put out these ads and things, and young women that need a job will go and then, see them again. So, whatever's going on, I don't know. We're going to leave this right where it's at, because we're not trying to have any problems with anybody. We don't really know these people, right? It's just stories that were online, and they gave all these names. Jesus Christ. And we're so confused right now, so we're going to leave this right here, and we'll be back with our magnifying glass and something to talk about, like Power to Get Wealth. This is part of a book that I'm writing. Somebody stole the other one. It's still plagiarized because we have mentors. We have mentors. And there's some are still alive. They're in their 70s, close to 80s, but they're still talking. Les Brown, various ones. They do write books. They have great orations, great speeches, and different things to inspire you. And this, despite these people chasing me and causing me to be mean and aggressive, we still yet. What is this? What? I read on all these researchers and I see names and I'm like, what? Who's that? And then if I call a name, I don't want no problem, so then I say it out loud. Where are all these papers coming from? Wait a minute. Anyway, so we're gonna start another book. I don't think anybody will be able to steal it this time. Okay. So thank you for joining us. There we go. With this. Boy, these papers look old. What is? And I know people take snapshots and stuff because they're weird. And that's okay, because God knows what's what, and I can still get to heaven because I'm not stealing from anybody. Okay, I don't steal. I get I get inspiration. I share it. Now, just to close this out, I have to tell you, hopefully this is a lighthearted story. It's just some people that were cheating and people were trying to figure it out. Now, unfortunately, maybe someone went overboard when they heard that it was someone else cheating and they sent all these goons out to hurt and harm gang members, gang bangers, whatever, to hurt the person that actually was not guilty of anything, and that person did get hurt, and hopefully her children did not get hurt. all over some dingling. I say that because that's how silly it is. It's just a hot dog with some muscles that was grinded down. No one needs to be hurt. Okay, it's just stupid. But people are very adamant about this stupid stuff. They're very out of their minds, and they really go ham on other people because they think that someone's cheating. And it's very sad because in most cases people are lying. People are not cheating with the person that everybody was pointing to. And if you're such a psych ward patient that you got to go and hire people to go and watch this person and put cameras on this person and wait for that person to show up, and you have a mental problem. It's all these men out here that are free, that actually want one person, and you wasting all your time and energy just to go to jail or hell or prison. And again, what the cops don't do, what the judges don't do, God does. When you miss the regular justice system, they don't do their job, well, God begins to judge everybody. And this is why, in some cases in real life, government shuts down because they're all fighting because no one's doing their job. And God hired these people to be angels and protectors of humans. If the bad ones are doing something, you are to reprimand them and tell them, hey, that's not okay. You don't ask them, oh, well, they paid me, I spent the money. So you spent God on this bad activity. You spent your currency and energy that God granted you wealth with to aid in some effery. So your reward is what? No power. Oh well, I was paid to go along with it, so I lost my power. Basically, you lost your divinity. You lost your angelic protection as an angel. You fell. So no, you didn't get shot in a gunshot, but you absolutely got shot down when you accepted the money. And I understand the temptation, I do. But your job was to trust God to do the right thing. So if someone propositions you, everybody should be on stand of Eden and say, no, you cannot enter here with crime. We're standing here boldly to protect the peace. We don't create chaos. That doesn't happen here. Do we need to tell you again? Because it won't be nice. That's a very simple. No. Oh, it's $1 million. I never saw $1 million. Ooh, I never saw God in this abundance. Ooh, ooh, ooh. And people end up hurt and injured. And then your bosses come in and look and they're going, well, why didn't anybody stop it? Well, the ABC said that they were the ones orchestrating the XYZ. And so LMN was like, well, this is what we do anyway. We like to F around. And so then the LMNO, see, they got involved. And so now, okay, nobody arrest nobody because we all got a hand in it. So, okay, somebody got to send some troops because we all effed up. We can't arrest each other. So who's hiring? Everybody. Oh, so it's going to be a shutdown. They got to reorganize and kick these people out the system. They're criminals now. So yeah, they'll probably go back to their countries. Because they can't work here. A lot of people won't be able to work here, so they're going to have to go over there somewhere. They will not be able to work here. Their families probably will not be able to work here. I got a feeling they're going to start not just criminalizing the person that committed the crime, but the families. And it's because they have direct connections to some of this stuff. It was like, oh, y'all. And that's what it means by cursed. It's going to be a whole bunch of people that will not be able to work. They will not, because of their association. Doesn't matter your race. It's the association. Just the fact that you're related to people and you could not be found not guilty. So a lot of people may have to relocate to other places, all races. They absolutely will not be found in the system after this. Like they tried to shut me out, all the good people. It's going to switch, and all the people that actually are guilty of crimes, not assumed, not accused, but actually committed. they're not going to be able to work anymore. And these are older people, so they're going to have to go somewhere else if they're allowed to go somewhere else. And if they did crimes overseas, bon voyage, baby. Mm-hmm. They're going to have to go over there, sir. Some of these people actually live overseas. They're known for being witches over there. And those people are going to be like, there you are, get her! Just like you trying to do somebody over here. Yeah. And it will be on worldwide news that you were trying to pursue people in another country as if you was big and bad. And when you went back to your country, they said that's what you were, a witch. Yeah, that's crazy. Now, until next time, guys, thank you for joining me. It's been over an hour. God, I had so much fun. But again, we don't know any of these people. We can't say we sat down and ate with any of these people, okay? But this was online. Those are the names that were given. And I hope nobody come up messing with it. And the reason why I say that is because something was going on somewhere here in Chicago. And there was a male person that I guess was scared. Oh, they didn't have a key. Very simply. They were new to the route or something, maybe. And they did not have a key to put the mail in the boxes. You know, you're supposed to have a key, but if the person that works that route don't leave it or it's not available, if you get access to the hallway, because you can't really leave it outdoors, right? You just leave it. You leave it in the hallway. You don't have a way to really deliver it. You don't be, hey, apartment number 1, I have your mail. Can you come? No, you just throw it in the hallway. And, you know, you can see the mail and you can not know what's going on. Like people actually committing crimes. You don't know that. You don't know the people actually killing people. And you mention it to somebody. Well, like you don't have to volunteer the information, but you don't know the extent of what people are doing. Family, friends, acquaintances, you don't know. But say you're staying with someone and maybe they go on vacation or leave or something. You don't know what the frick is anybody talking to you. And you come back and you see all this mail and then you pick it up. Like it shouldn't just be thrown where you walk in the hallway and you step on it. And you can step over it, you know. But say you see it and you're like, oh, this belongs to this person's unit. I'll just put it in the closet until they come back. I don't know if they're coming back or not. This is weird, you know. But it's not yours to keep. Although if you move, you might take it with you in case that person comes back and say, hey, I'm available. Because guess what? If a person is saying that they moved on or that they are doing something, why are you calling them about some mail? So somebody can come and jump on you. They moved on. You know, if they want to know about the mail, they'll contact you and say, hey, was it a piece of mail that came through there? You know, or you could leave it for people to toss into the garbage. You don't know. You know, you're just trying to be nice. You're not really trying to be mean to anybody. So you take it, it's a familiar name. It's not the person that stays there anymore. Or that you know, nobody's staying there anymore but you. They left. They all went somewhere. And that's the way it seems. So you take it and you put it on the shelf or, you know, maybe in your stuff. Like if you have to leave, you're not just going to leave it. You don't see this person as an enemy per se, although they're being mean. Crazy. Again, you're not trying to associate yourself with a real life crime of people that got mental problems. You're really not trying to. You just think people are evil. You know, they're evil and they're evil. You know, you've seen that movie, you've seen Evil. But if people are actually killing, you don't see that. If people are actually stealing and doing stuff and committing crime, you don't see it. You know there's a tendency, but you don't see it. You can't say that's happening. So you kind of just go on the good shit lollipop, mind your business and eat that lollipop up and shut up. You know, just keep it on the sweet side. Put your curls in your hair and it's a good shit. But that's where you at. That's where you at. You're going to be where you at. You're not trying to adopt these people's mentality or lifestyles. You're not trying to wean in. You're not trying to seam in. You're not trying to weave in. You're not trying to, you know what I'm saying? You're not trying to integrate or nothing. You ain't trying to fit in. You're doing you. You see stuff, hey, you shouldn't do that. Tap, tap, tap. That's not good. That's not going to come out good. I got a feeling that's not right. You know, you don't know what's really going on. So you taking that meal, it wasn't to hurt anybody. It's just like, well, you know, I care about people. I'm not just going to leave this in. Next thing you know, somebody comes back and you're like, hey, some mail came in. It was all on the floor. Now the mail person did. What? Wait a minute. What the hell? Wait a minute. Oh, you don't know if that's the same person, but you're assuming. Why would somebody just come up missing or dead? Crazy. It's like, is that the same thing? You don't know. You're not looking into it because you're like, okay, somebody's crazy here. Yep, somebody's crazy. Now, here's the thing. This could very well be the saddest part, a sting. It could very well be where someone in government wanted to be nice to the community. They sent something out because they knew this one person would share with everybody. They knew that this person was kind, good natured, and they would be nice. And they sent this to somebody in their name, and other people intercepted it, and it was weird, and they were actually hurting people and harming people and doing things they shouldn't have been doing. And they did not know that this was these people's government money that they had set aside for something new just to be nice to the community. And these people went so far as to just go and just take it, and somebody said, hey, that's mine, and I'll just sit and watch it. Instead of stopping it, they sat and watched how it went through the whole system. Red and blue, green and white, all the colors, orange. I mean, they just watched it. And I'm not sure, again, why these people would allow these other people to get hurt if they were hurt. I don't know if this is just a test to see who would be able to maybe use a gift or something. Like people were saying they had a gift and this was a test for a job. And I'm the only person that actually sat there and like pulled up everything, including the people down to the office and what they were doing, how they were doing. And it wasn't that I saw or knew. It's just that God maybe dropped something in my head to say, oh, this person's doing that, that person. And they were like, oh, she's the person I trust because she can actually get work. I mean, she's talking about what I'm eating this morning. She's talking about what I'm wearing this morning. It's like, wait a minute, this girl is off the chain. She ain't just going on general information if people were competing for this job. This job is the job. This is weird. Let's study. And then other people were like, study her. I'm the beef. I'm the one that got the skills. I'm the one that needs this job. And it's like, okay, well, let's just mess with her and the kids. Let her come up missing so then somebody else can get the job. We don't want her to. See, we don't know what's going on. But it's been an hour and about 15 minutes because I know I'm going to talk for about 5 more because I'm special. But I'd like to welcome you guys into my world of what? Fun. Okay, it's not to hurt or harm anybody. It's not to implicate anybody in anything. Nobody's listening to me. Nobody's talked to me. Nobody cares about what I think. I just have fun in my own world doing what? Investigative stuff. It's just fun to put things together. I like puzzles. I always have. I like things that are investigative. I always have. This doesn't mean that I can see the glory of. Calm down. Okay. Anybody can see stuff if you sit quietly and stop hunching on everything and doing drugs and alcohol. You would actually see and hear things too. And don't be scared. Yeah, it can be your schizophrenia, but it can also be God saying, hey, go left, don't go right. I was thinking about that same parable, how God wants us to go a certain way. And he's telling us to go that route. For some reason, we go a different way. And we're thinking, well, shoot, I can take several routes, wherever. I don't know, I'm picking up on how people want to tell you which way to go. The guy may be telling you which way to go. And they get upset and really bullyish. Like, no, you do what I said. And it's crazy because it doesn't matter who you are. God speaks to all of us in his own way. And everybody have to follow what God is telling them. And hopefully we are in environments where we can all hear the same thing and be obedient. And realize, yeah, we should all go right. Or we should go straight. Or whatever is being said. Because yes, there are times where everybody is saying something different. But God, you just have to know who God is. Like this morning, I got up and sometimes I had a phone on, but I still be praying. I still be singing. I still be listening. God bless you guys. Until next time.